I was really stoked. Like, I'm the newest member, so I was like, I'm coming in and repping my stuff today.
Rep it, yeah.
I was like, I'm put my hoops on.
Yeah.
So we did a.
Next time, bring some Japanese cholas. We want to meet them.
I will. I'll bring the whole crew in.
I trust me. We'll have it.
All the girls.
We'll have it.
They're awesome.
And I think your next question, Hannah, if I can presume to ask what it probably would be, is the nails.
Yeah, I said nail system.
Yes.
You got a little ways to go though. Yeah. You couldn't even get your card in the slots to pay for your parking.
I was like, I don't know how this is gonna work, and then I was like, wait, there's change. So I was like digging through my coin purse and like sliding nickels and dimes and a couple of quarters in.
At the gas station, I have to use cash because I can never get my card out.
Yeah, and I haven't I've known women that actually carry like tweezers so that they can just like put their cards in and out. Typically, I have like one of my kids with me, so I'm like, put the card in and out for me. But like the trick is to
tweezers.
Yeah. So you just pull them in and out. But I didn't have tweezers on me this time. I didn't come prepared.
Oh, now I know. Yeah. And those, we were talking about the nails last time. But these are these even grown out for, longer? Because
a little bit,
because of the chola thing.
Yeah. No, I actually when I went to go get them done right before Viva, I actually asked them to I wanted them trimmed, and somehow I got this very old Asian lady, and I was a little scared because her hand was shaking while she's doing my nail. I'm like, you should be at home with your grandchildren. Why are you here?
Well, she's been doing it her whole life, and she can't afford not to.
I don't know, but it was so I didn't get them trimmed this time. Wow. I was like, it's all right, it's cool. So she did a good job on them. I got the unicorn nails.
Oh, is that what they call it?
And it's got the chrome. I did the white with the chrome on top.
Oh, okay.
So they're iridescent.
She didn't do it the shaky,
No, she actually, I don't know, some guy came over and took over and then did some stuff, and then she came back and it was kind of a back and forth. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. But they look good, so
they do look good. So the Viva Las Vegas, for people that don't know, is the biggest rockabilly festival probably in the nation, I would guess.
It is. It's like the Rockabilly Super Bowl. Is how I like to describe it. Because people come over from all over the world. There's people that come from Japan, from Germany. There's people that come from Australia. I mean, you name it. I mean, I heard you just walk through and you hear so many different languages being spoken, and people that Facebook friends that I haven't seen or have met. There was actually one that I've been Facebook friends for a while, and actually got to officially meet him and stuff. It was
it seems to be happening a lot.
Yeah.
So, and did you enter any pinup contests this time?
I don't do pinup contests.
Oh, really? Why not?
I just don't.
You have though.
I did a long time ago, a long time ago. The last time I did, the last pinup contest I did was Moon Eyes. God, it's been 4 or 5 years. Even maybe longer than that. I just don't. I don't know. I mean, they're fun, but there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff. It's sometimes they're rigged. Sometimes it's just I don't know. So I just like doing my own thing. Okay.
And what was your thing? What did you do at Viva Las Vegas?
Drank a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
A lot of drinking. I went. I met with friends. I did some networking because I'm actually with my roommate who does pinup as well. We're trying to start our own business. So I got to talk to a lot of people that I don't normally, wouldn't get a chance to. A lot of women that have their own businesses started from the ground up.
Right.
One gal, her name is Yvette. She does Lux DeVille.
I know Yvette. Tell her about that.
She's amazing. I love her.
Yeah.
I love her. So.
Although I heard she was thinking about getting out of the business.
Maybe. I mean, I've seen some stuff. I don't know, but I mean, she's a smart woman. That is
she built
a
that business from the ground
woman.
up.
Yeah. She, started from the beginning. So, she sat and talked with me for a little bit, and I was just more than appreciative for just the little bit of, information that she gave me to kind of because.
And by the way, she's a Facebook friend that I have met, but it took a while to meet after we were corresponding for a long time.
You got to catch her at the events,
I did. I have. That's the thing. And unfortunately, I trying to hang out with her not in an event, but that's hard.
It is hard. I know. I've been trying. I'm like, we should go to brunch or but she's always so busy. But she's a wonderful, wonderful woman.
Now, did you do any modeling?
Not this time. No,
Okay.
I was going to, and then we ended up getting in late, later than what we were supposed to do. So I had to postpone one of the photo shoots that I had like set up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna actually hook up with that photographer and do it out here. So his name is Spike. He did Spike in the camera, and he does some amazing photography.
Was Spike disappointed?
No, he's actually cool about it.
Okay,
So, because a lot of photographers will actually get kind of upset if you like cancel last minute. And I was like, look, I've got like, you know, you pay your deposit, you pay your money, and I was like, I got your money and everything. Like, I'm really sorry, because when you're doing those photo shoots, because I've worked on the other end doing hair and makeup.
Right.
So you've got your time slots, and then like somebody doesn't know, like no shows or doesn't, pay. Then you've got that time slot that could have been filled with somebody else. So it's really kind of a rude thing to do. So he was actually like really cool about it. It's like, I owe you a drink.
Okay,
so,
all right.
Yeah, he was really cool.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
I don't know how the whole modeling business, how the whole picture thing works.
Complicated.
Is
sometimes, yeah. I mean, you work with some people, and sometimes you do like a time for print kind of a deal, or you collaborate is what you call it. And then other photographers, like, I prefer to work with, and like I'll pay the money because I know their work is really good. So, I'm.
So you're paying them so people see that and pay
Sometimes,
you.
like for me, I look at it as an investment for myself, because if I pay for a shoot, then I'll use it as a publication, and I'll also use it for like advertising for myself.
Right.
So I don't do too many of them where I pay for them. I usually try to do collaborations, but I don't mind paying for somebody for their time. It's just like somebody coming to me for like doing hair and makeup and wanting like a freebie. Like it's kind of off-putting.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's
because I was gonna ask you for a freebie for myself.
So. You want a freebie?
I'm sure you do a better job than I have.
I'll do it for you. We'll do a collab.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay.
I can imagine what that collab would be. But speaking of makeup, like I said, you're talking about all the rock stars. Now you've been acting as I said. You were in Westworld. You were in This Is Us as a Rams fan.
Yeah.
How was that? I've never seen that show. Is that any good?
Yeah, it was good. I stopped watching it when I broke up with my ex. I didn't have cable anymore, so I haven't seen it since the season 1.
Oh, okay.
It was really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I just know it's like it's honestly the only thing I know is there's an obese woman on there, but apparently she's really good.
Yeah, it's like it's adopted kids. Is
that what it was? Like
yeah,
there's a black couple and there's a
exactly,
okay.
It's a really good show though.
Yeah, and so I guess there were.
I just talk shit in a bar, and the hot guy from the lead punches me out. It was really a big part though. That was probably the biggest thing I've ever done.
Yeah, I was gonna say because after Road Rules, you got the bug. And you moved out to LA.
I never went back home after Road Rules. I've been out here since 2008.
Right, you got $300 in your pocket.
$300.
And apparently they kicked you out of the Travel Lodge in Ventura.
Yeah, and I found a room in Glassell Park. And then
where's that?
It's off the old 110 by downtown. Kind of heading into Pasadena.
Oh, okay, I know what it is.
So I just stayed out here. I got a valet job, and I've been here ever since, man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I always wanted to do acting though. I knew that.
Really?
Yeah, since I was little. I mean, I'm an attention whore all the way.
Right.
And there's nothing left to do but be an actor and.
Right.
So I just kind of. My mom always knew I was going to stay out here, but Road Rules kind of sped that up a little bit.
Well, I mean, from what I read about you, you were kind of and I know this is it's 2019. This is the worst thing I could say, but. You're kind of jockish in school.
Yeah.
Probably popular. You're a handsome guy.
I was just the football guy, man.
Yeah.
Class clown.
Right. Which that used to be the cool guy. Now that's the guy.
In my senior year, I fell in love with a girl named Laura Serville. I still talk to her, and she was the theater geek. And she got me to audition for Little Shop of Horrors, which was my favorite movie. I used to watch with my grandma that passed away every day.
Right.
What's Rick Moranis one was
right.
The classic.
And what part did you play?
Mr. Mushnick, the plant shop owner.
Oh, okay.
So she got me to audition for that, and then that was kind of I knew right then and there it was gonna be. And I love Laura to this day.
Oh, hi, Laura.
She's somewhere.
Is that the one that got away?
No, she's married. She has kids. And
well, that's what I'm saying.
I mean,
that could have been you.
I drove her fucking crazy, but
you don't say.
She loves me though. She loves me back when she.
You don't say that either. Trust me. That's. I mean, you ever think like that could have been my life?
I thank her every day for showing me that I should be on the path I'm on, which was getting me into theater and stuff.
So I mean, and also you're the lead singer of Dirty Machine.
Being in a band sucks, but I
was going to say, which do you like better, acting or music?
I love music. I started the band because acting is really slow. You know.
Yeah, I know.
Obviously, I did something so I wouldn't go crazy, and then that's how I fell into the band. And
right.
I have 4 boyfriends.
Well, yeah, well,
and they drive me crazier than any woman ever has.
Don't we all? Well, what I also read was you answered a Craigslist ad.
Yeah.
And that's how you got to be the lead singer.
Yeah, I was like looking for Limp Bizkit, Slipknot, Korn type singer, and I was like, that's me. And
had you sung before?
Yeah, I used to do karaoke and stuff, so I knew I could.
So wait, you were a karaoke guy, and now you're a big metal singer.
It started out as a garage band, and we just kept getting kind of better. I mean, everyone hates us though, so I mean, but
well, yeah, I was going to get to that, but I mean, you're kind of bringing back the new metal.
Yeah.
Now, when I see new metal, does that piss you off?
No, not at all. I mean,
because you opened for OTEP, and we had OTEP in here, and she said the same thing. She's like, "Fuck it, I love it. New metal for life."
Yeah, I mean, that's what we grew up on. I'm a 90s kid, so, I mean, Limp Bizkit, Korn, all those people.
Right. And I think they kind of, like, I remember when it sort of faded away and the Strokes and all that shit, which is over now, and then now I guess it's coming back a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying. We're trying to bring it back.
But you're not the only band doing it. There's some...
Well, no, now everyone's kind of doing it, but in their own way, like the rap metal stuff. And
right.
I can't sing at all. I can't hold a note. In our new song that's coming out, I'm auto-tuned, like T-Pain on the chorus.
Oh, really? Oh, that's great. That's
funny,
great.
So.
Well, actually, you queued me up. Let's listen to one of your songs. What was the song we had queued up?
This is Against the World.
Against the World. We're going to listen to a little Against the World, and you be the judge of whether they can sing or not.
Okay.
I muted you guys. You're all muted. Mark, how long do you want me to play it for?
Actually, it's good you picked that song because I was listening to all your stuff on the free streaming service that I subscribe to, and that one is like it actually shows your singing range a lot better than some other songs.
Oh, that's actually
you actually have it's a kind of a very catchy chorus.
That's actually the guy that just quit our band.
That's the guy who was singing?
Yeah, I do the rapping.
So you do the rapping and he does the singing.
He literally...
so he quit the band.
He just quit the band, man.
So you're going to have to sing that live?
I feel like Lars Ulrich. Like, he quit. He fucking quit the band. Yeah, he just quit on us.
Really?
Yeah. He comes from a devout Christian family.
Okay.
And the whole time he's been in this band, his family... I mean, I'm talking strict. He's 30, lives at home. So his mom would watch what we're posting, and my memes and all that music. And
you're in a metal band.
Yeah, and I think it just got too much. I mean, we love the guy, but he just quit us.
And you're opening for ICP, OTEP, who else? Mudvayne.
The funniest thing we've ever did was open for Corey Feldman.
Oh, now we're talking. Let's hear this story.
We opened for him at the Whiskey, and I'm a huge Lost Boys fan. I mean,
that's your favorite movie.
Yeah, it is on IMDb, right?
Actually, and funny, I have a opening for Corey Feldman story myself, but go ahead.
I mean, he had his angels in there, beautiful girls. I mean, but the crowd just fucking hated us, and there was no movement, and there was a couple celebrities in and out of there, but that was probably our worst show we ever played, but it was the best night of my life hanging with him.
Oh, I'm sure. And
he's awesome.
That's what I've heard. Everybody says he's the coolest guy. We have a lot of mutual friends. I've only met him briefly. Now, his music is not your music. That's the thing.
But I love it though. It's
awesome. Very pop and Michael Jackson, very R&B.
What's the little motor thing people ride? He rode that on the stage. Yeah, he was segwaying on stage at the Whiskey.
Wow.
I mean, I didn't even know that was possible, but he performed like.
So that's pretty recent, right?
This was 2 years ago. But,
okay, because I remember that.
Yeah, when he did 2 nights.
Yeah, that was like right after the Today Show thing, right?
Yes, yeah, that's when that was the. And the Whiskey guys were like, "You sure you want to open for this?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, it's Corey.
Of course,
it's Corey, man, yeah."
I performed at a horror festival, and scariest thing ever because they didn't have no Jason, no Chucky, no Leatherface, no Freddy. Corey Feldman was there, so I did a whole stand-up bit, and then Corey Feldman came in, and I said hi, shook his hand, but that's about it. And he introduced the movie he did. I don't know if it's ever still been released, but he was pretty good at it.
And he was there because of the Lost Boys, I'm sure, right? For the horror.
No, they actually they were screening a movie that he filmed.
Oh, okay.
But it hadn't come out.
Gotcha.
And I don't know, they got a hold of him, and it was pretty good actually. And he was pretty good. He's a pretty good actor. It's just so weird because it's like nobody can really take him seriously for anything.
I remember before we started what you said about the comedian. Everybody's a comedian now. You're so right about that.
Well, I know that. Like, I'm waiting for you to start hitting some open mics.
I tried it once, and I respect you guys so much. I ball my ass. It's not for everybody, but really all my friends on Facebook are going through the phase where they're a comedian, and it's like, fuck.
No, don't get me started.
I won't even say their name, but I'm like, she's trying it. I'll be there, but
I did a show on Saturday nights. It was like a Unleash Your Comedy. This girl I know is doing. She took class at the Upright Citizens Brigade.
Yeah,
and just awful. Just people. Well, first I was the only non-trans comic, so she's beautiful. She actually could pass for a woman. And then we had Amazon Eve, who's been on our show, and she was funny. And then they had a guy look like Paul Giamatti in a dress. It was like, wait a second, now this is, and I had to follow that.
But they're bad. Were they bad though? Because
they're bad because they don't. First off, they don't know how to do it, and you got to be in front of a real crowd, not your friends, to really figure it out.
Yeah,
you have to bomb a few times. I mean, what was the first time you were in front of a crowd doing music?
Oh, fuck, man. We got booed off. It was Universal Bar and Grill right over here.
Yeah, I've done comedy.
We cleared the bar out. It was horrible, but
it takes a lot to clear that bar out.
But I tried stand-up comedy at the Sportsman's Lodge.
Oh, I remember that.
Their little side.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, I respect comics so much because if you don't know how to do it, it's just.
Yeah.
And I go to comedy shows. When I see someone bomb, my ass I just feel so bad for them. It's the most uncomfortable feeling that I know.
Yeah.
When someone's bombing on stage.
I know.
And the flashlight.